Hey, it's Gary Dean, PremiumCustomDetailing.com and also DetailJuice.com. I haven't at this point completely made up my mind that I'm not going to put these rack systems that I'm about to show you that I designed that are currently patent pending on DetailJuice.com. I'm not sure whether they're going to go there or PremiumCustomDetailing.com. They're probably going to go on my detailing site, PremiumCustomDetailing.com. Either way, I'll keep you guys updated, but I created these rack systems to complement my detailing service, but also to complement the product line. I'm a huge fan of low pressure systems and basically working more efficiently, and believe it or not, a lot of time with detailing is spent using your finger on the trigger of a sprayer. So if I can cut down on that, I'm saving time. But beyond that, if I can show you how to use less water, being eco-friendly, or being responsible about the environment, and that's what we need to do, people. These rack systems are a great way for you to be able to carry around far less equipment than you ever did before. By utilizing 5-gallon tanks that we're using now with these rack systems, you can get a whole lot more work done with far less water. So I designed one system, then I replicated it. So basically, we're going to do single bank up to 4, 5, 6 banks, however big you want. I think there's really no need for more than 3, but if you needed a larger one, I could do that for you. I could have that done. Just keep in mind before I show you these things, these are handmade by an American worker, welded together, handcrafted by an American worker, using American steel. Then we were going to paint them, but I decided no. I didn't spare any expense having these things manufactured here in America, handmade. So I'm not going to spare any expense when it comes to the finish. So that's just what I do. I don't compromise quality for higher profits. I don't care. High quality is what I strive for, and that to me is the most important thing. So handmade, American worker, American steel, and then powder coated by an American doing the powder coating with his 2 bare hands, and everything's American done. We assemble these things here at my shop. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and give you more explanation when I show them to you. I got the first run. I've got one of each model laid out on the floor here. We are good to go. So as soon as I get these things on the site, they'll be available for purchase. The prices aren't 100% yet, so I can't disclose what that's going to be right now, because I gotta work a few more numbers out, but they're not going to be cheap, that's for sure. If you're looking for a super cheap deal, look elsewhere. But I promise you, you'll find that the quality is top-notch and design is top-notch. I've been using this system for a while now, and I've done all the R&D we need to do. So without further ado, this is the single bank rack system. Basically, you've got your frame. It's got a pan on the bottom in case the pump, see, it's got a mount for the pump. This is a 2-gallon per minute pump. It's got a 50-foot retractable hose reel mounted to it. It's a lightweight composite unit. I was using a real big heavy steel one. I was able to cut weight and get a solid quality unit in a smaller footprint, so that's exactly what we did. It's got a fitting on the end of the hose so that you can use a regular garden sprayer. I recommend a Gilmore. I'll actually go into more detail about that. But anyway, the pump is mounted to the rack. It's plumbed down to the hose reel, which again is a 50-foot retractable hose reel. And then you've got clear coming into the tank, so it'll suck up, and I wanted the clear here so that you can see the liquid going into the tank. This is the waterless wash version, and the solution inside the tank would be purple, so you'll be able to see that pretty good with my infinite use detail juice. So it'll suck out, you'll be able to see it going into the pump. This particular unit was designed for to be used two ways. You can actually use it inside your vehicle, in which case you tap into your vehicle's 12-volt system. These are on-demand pumps, which means they are only using power when there's no pressure inside the hose. So when you squeeze that trigger and water starts coming out, that's when that pump's going to work. When it's just sitting without being used in the car, it's not going to be, well, using any of your juice from your battery. You can always use the switch that's on the back of the pumps. All these pumps, whether you use this brand, which is what I recommend, or another brand, you're always going to be able to switch on and off the power. So that's the rack system, the single bank rack system. I actually have a double and a triple right here. So you can see they're beautifully powder coated gloss black. Again, the mounts right here for the pumps. The hose reels go in there. This is very specific though. I'm using this particular hose reel for a reason. You have got to use this particular hose reel. That can be found at Northern Tool and Equipment. It is a ReelWorks 50-foot hose reel. They retail for $79.99, which is the same price that I'll be selling them for as well. With the double bank, you could use waterless wash, you could use all-purpose cleaner, or in this case, my infinite use detail juice and my infinite purpose cleaner. This triple bank, you could use the infinite use detail juice, the infinite purpose cleaner, and then use the third one for water or an extra 5 gallon of whatever you want. So I will probably sell these complete turnkey, or if you just want to buy the rack system and then I'll give you a parts list, that's fine. I'll probably include all the hardware you need and the hoses and stuff like that with all of just the regular rack systems. I've got two more versions. One version is this double bank unit right here that has half of it assembled. This one was actually one of the ones that I've been testing with, and it was painted. I'm not a fan of the direct to metal paint that we use. That's why I went ahead and had the production models powder coated. So you've seen the single bank, the double bank, the triple bank, and then all the electrical. We'll be custom building a wiring harness to go right out the side so that you can tap into your vehicle's electrical system. What I generally recommend for your vehicle's electrical system would be to basically upgrade your starting battery to a marine deep cycle, the biggest one you could fit in that location, and that'll help you to discharge and be able to start the car back up. Generally, you'd run an 8-gauge. You would swap out the battery with a marine deep cycle battery, run an 8-gauge wire to the back, and then tap right into the wiring harness. It'll need a ground and then power, obviously, just like any 12-volt system does. The other cool thing about the system is you could actually run just an extra battery in the back where you would charge it regularly. These pumps don't draw a lot of power. They are, I mean, I've used two of these pumps on this unit. I just disassembled to assemble that one. So that I can mess around with that for a while, but I've used these two pumps on that system for probably 3 or 4 months now, and this particular system mounts on a trailer hitch, 1 1/4 class 1 hitch. It also has this shaft up the middle for this cart that mounts right on top with a pin. It also has a handle that is removable that goes right in there. It'll allow you to push the cart around. This will hold 4 buckets. So yeah, this rolls around on caster wheels. This handle slides out of there, and it goes into this little slot and actually stays in there while you're driving. Like I said, I've been using this thing for 3 or 4 months. This cart here and that unit was mounted in my Honda for, I don't know, almost 4 months. Been using it on some mobile jobs and stuff. And so I showed you the single bank unit. Now we built this waterless wash cart. You can see it right here. It's a pretty cool little deal. It's got pretty heavy duty caster wheels on it that are bolted to the unit. It's got this compartment in the back where a 18 milliamp hour deep cycle battery is mounted. It's got hooks here. We'll supply you with Velcro to strap that battery down. This battery can be charged by a regular, well, you could literally tap it into your vehicle's power to charge it if you wanted to. Of course, that's not recommended unless you have an upgraded electrical system. But this thing can be charged overnight or whatever on a regular 12 volt charger. This basket is to hold bottles and whatever else you want, tire gel or whatever. This handle also slides out for easier storage for moving. But this single bank unit slides right into there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in there, and well, maybe I can, let's see if I can get you a view. Does that work? Let's see if I can. So, you see that? Yeah. Alright, so this single bank unit right here, single bank unit slides right in here. Sits right in there like that. Pretty awesome mobile waterless wash cart. Swivel casters with brake on the back so that you can lock it in place just with a press of a foot. Unlock the same way. If I can, there we go. So that's where we're at with that. So that is the waterless wash cart. So you'll be able to buy this as a pair or 2 separate pieces. Or I should say 3 separate pieces. So if you buy this cart, it will come with the battery, or I can tell you where to get it, whatever. It will also come with the T-handle that is removable, and then the optional single bank unit that fits in the bottom of that thing. So that's where we're at. So the long-awaited rack systems, the low pressure rack systems is here. I gotta do the wiring harness on this. I'm literally just finishing up assembling it, and then I'm gonna film some more so you can see it in action.